Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last episode, we got the Guardian Force Diablos and learned some abilities. And this episode, we're finally going to meet up with the Resistance Force in Timber. So, once you're on the train, what you need to do is head on into the regular train car. And Zell's going to flip out at apparently how nice the cabin is. And if you go and talk to Selphie, she'll say, "I love trains." Then if you talk to her again, she'll start singing a song. So we'll just go ahead, we'll head into the cabin and talk to Zell, who's bouncing around on the couch like a child. And he's going to toss you Pet Pals Volume 1. That's a magazine for limit breaks for a party member that we don't have just yet. But that party member we will actually get next episode. And he's going to offer to tell us anything about Timber. I'll say not too much, even though I do know. So, of course, he's going to fill us in. It used to be its own country, surrounded by deep forests. And then, of course, as they did in Dalet, Galbadia invaded. And so now it's basically part of Galbadia. But there's a lot of resistance factions, big and small, in Timber. And that's we're going to meet with one of the factions. And Zell's going to be like, yep, that's it. And Squall's going to once again come back with an amazing Final Fantasy VIII insult, Mr. Know-It-All Zell. And Selphie's going to come in, and all of a sudden she's going to say that she's not feeling well. And Zell is well. Squall tells her you should get some rest. And this is going to be something we're going to experience many times before we find out what's actually going on. Of course, I know what's going on, but you guys playing this for the first time or watching it for the first time, you don't. So Selphie's going to pass the fuck out on the couch, and Zell's going as well. And Squall's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, well, you're not immune from it, Squall. Why don't you go ahead and take a nap? And, like I've said before, anytime you see something in parentheses like that, it's thinking. And you can see that the gray parentheses, in addition to the regular text box, that means that's what Zell, Selphie, and Squall are thinking. Real quick, you can see that we have Laguna, Ward, and Kyros here. We're going to be learning all about them. Let's see, Junction, Ward, nope. So it's got to be Kyros. I don't really want to encounter many encounters. I'll show off one encounter, just for this episode. And we'll give Laguna the strength bonuses. You can see that they have Squall, Zell, and Selphie's junctions equipped to them. After this, however, only Squall's junction will remain. So the others you'll have to manually change. So just run through the path, and you can see that's one of the party members thinking, what's going on? And apparently these three guys are Galbadian soldiers, and they appear to be a little lost. I love the battle music for Laguna. For the Laguna cutbacks, I should say. Or cutbacks, wow. For the Laguna cut scenes. So, we got a Gizzard here, a couple Fungars, or Funguars, whatever they are, and we're gonna take them out easily. Ward's attack is just badass. He just throws a huge, what is that, supposed to be like a shaved down anchor or something? And we get a little experience, not worried about it. So we're just going to go ahead, we're going to continue on the path. Run over this tree right here. That draw point was a cure draw point. Run over here. So you can see the party members have no idea what's going on. They all think they're dreaming a separate dream. Oh, so this is back when Timber was its own country. So about 18 years ago then. And Laguna is... Oh, no, we're not lost. We're heading back to a truck so we can go home to Delling City. Well, we're going to see in just a minute why Laguna wants to go to Delling City. That's a water draw point right there. So just run on into the truck, Laguna. You gotta press the X button, or the A button on my Xbox 360 controller. It is really funny. I have an Xbox 360 controller for Final Fantasy. I don't have any form of an Xbox. Okay, and this is Delling City. We will be coming here kind of shortly. And he's just gonna leave his truck right there in the middle of the street. Alright, let's get to some drinking. I like that. Oh, apparently he doesn't drink. Oh, if he's not in it for the drinking, what's he in it for? Ward. Trying to encourage that alcoholic intake. Drink some juice like a weenie. That's right, my viewers. You can never drink anything other than alcohol in a bar. Keep that in mind. You definitely can't just drink water or soda. Oh, so he has the hots for the piano girl that plays there. Ah, that's why he wants to go. And we don't really care about the backup this is going to cause, so you just want to head over to the right. And then head down this street right here. And as you can see, that car was able to go around, so no big issues. These guys don't really say anything, but heading on further south, the path is blocked by this truck. So we'll just go in here. And one thing you want to do is, as soon as you run in, you want to run back out. And all of a sudden the street is just... it's all blocked off, and that we think that's probably due to Laguna just putting his truck in the middle of the road. So, just a funny thing you can do. To actually continue on with the story of the game, you want to head down here. And let's talk to this guy. Oh, he's Julia's private bodyguard. This guy will say it's his special day. Assigned to the Engineer Corps. And I would like to propose a toast to myself. Alright, let's take our seat. Our usual table is ready. Yep. If you select the third option, this is a squall, I believe. It'll cause Laguna to have a moment where he's like, "What?" So, just a funny option you can choose. So now I'm going to choose that we will have a seat. Yeah, that's another thing about bars. Is this a dream? I think that's probably Zell. Laguna's pretty cute. That's probably Selfie. And that might be Zell, actually. Yeah, when you're at a bar, if you're going to make a toast, don't make a toast to yourself unless you're kidding. So he's going to tell Laguna, or he's going to tell Kuros and Ward to have a seat. Oh, you're going to go all out tonight. Going to get rip-roaring drunk. The usual. Me too. Ward says keep him coming. He doesn't even have a drink in this scene. Oh, there's the piano lady. So apparently they come here a lot, and Laguna has issue going for it. And by going for it, they mean just going and talking to Julia. Laguna says she's working. And they're like, you said you were going to make your move tonight, man. You better go do it. Now, you can hear the song on the piano probably faintly. We will hear multiple versions of the song. So to continue on, you just need to run up towards the stage with Laguna. The view will change. And he'll start walking towards Julia. I guess she's pretty. And all of a sudden, his leg is going to cramp up. Whether or not it's a real cramp or it's a reason to wuss out of it, I'm not sure. But he's basically going to act like he has a cramp, and he's going to slowly but surely drag himself away. And you can see that Kuros and Ward are kind of laughing. And he's going to hobble back to the table. Yeah, pretty pathetic. So just run back to the table, talk to the guys, and sit back down. Ward says, I didn't think you'd actually do it. Our popularity rating's gone up a point. A -3 on the manliness scale. Yeah, I'd maybe even give him a -5. And Laguna pretty much in love with Julia. We're gonna find out a lot more about Laguna and Julia's history throughout these flashbacks in the game. So, Ward said keep them coming, and then literally 2 minutes later he says we're taking off. And yeah, so that's really going for it. Sitting at a table for a few minutes and not having a drink. But I think the reason that they may be going is they say they're going to pick up the tab tonight. Julia walked over. Oh, yep, there's that leg cramp again that didn't exist a minute ago. No, you didn't interrupt anything. Just me looking like an ass. Oh man, it's really her. What do I do? Kyros, Ward, help! What do I say? But man, she is pretty. Ask her about herself. Ask her how she's doing. Introduce yourself, maybe. Which leg? My third leg? I mean, yeah, my cramp. Oh, it happens when he gets nervous, and then he goes, to kind of hide the fact that he was nervous. Never heard of a nervous leg cramp before, but it's Final Fantasy. This is also a game series where teenagers basically run the world. So Julia wants to have a conversation with Laguna, but it's kind of hard where we are. So she invites Laguna up to his room. Yeah, viewers, when that happens, you should probably go ahead and say yes. Everyone is standing around their table. Even Kyros and Ward. Don't be an idiot, Laguna. There you go. Let's go to her room. Now, once you have control of Laguna, stop wondering if it's a dream, Laguna. Sometimes good things do happen, Laguna. Just go with it. Yeah, so stop thinking and go for it, dude. Oh, he always screws things up by talking about himself too much. Oh yeah, your manly charm with your nervous leg cramp. So talk to this guy. Send you off to war 1,000,000 miles away. Now, I don't... Just remember that this officer got mad and said he was going to send him off to war 1,000,000 miles away. Just put that in the back of your mind. And today was this dude's special day, but Julia chose us. Why? Why must it always be like this? Okay. Well, you already had something good today, so not everything can happen for you on one day. Yeah, you've had really sophisticated conversations since we've known you, Laguna. And Kyros points out, all you do is yap, 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 and never listen. Alright, so we're going to head on up to Julia's room. And just ask the receptionist which room is Julia's room. He can't get it out. But the receptionist is going to say, Mr. Laguna Loire, I've been expecting you. I've slipped vaccines in your tonic, Mr. Bond, and now you're autistic. I don't know why I gave the receptionist a Bond villain voice. So, now that we're in Julia's room, with 2 beds, she tells Laguna to have a seat, and Laguna's like, yeah, maybe I'll choose to sit on the bed. Actually, that's probably a little too forward. Why don't I just go sit in the chair? But now I'm kind of too far away. So you want to go back and talk to Julia again. And she'll be like, what, leaving so soon? Which will cause Laguna to finally begin a conversation with Julia. And remember how Laguna said that he was going to listen? Well, because he's so nervous, he's just going to start talking. He has beautiful eyes. I guess so. What? You shouldn't have to say you're not gonna pluck him and eat him. There we go. That's good. Let's get some wine up in us. So, now that Laguna has a few glasses of wine in him, he's just going to talk, and talk, and talk. So he doesn't really like the fighting, but, he gets to travel and see places and stuff. Really, really sophisticated Laguna. Yeah, why don't you just go out and drink it with me and my boys? So he wants to quit the army and become a journalist. Well, that's kind of a... I was going to say something, but I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, and you can tell people about everything you've seen in your travels. Whoever's thinking that, I agree, he has loosened up. Just the other day, one of his articles made the readers column. Pretty cool, huh? So remember how he and Kiros both said that he never shuts up? Yup. And apparently he talked so much that he passed out on the bed. This is a weird, weird scene. So just go over and talk to Julia again. And he's finally going to ask Julia about herself. And this is where we learn that while she's a piano player in this hotel bar, she actually wants to sing. And we will hear a song with lyrics to this piano song that she was playing. And right now she can't write lyrics. Oh, she's gonna come up with a song thanks to us. His eyes. Maybe the way he looked at her. Maybe the way his eyes were on her. No, it's not a dream. Oh, we gotta go meet by the presidential residence on the double. Well, that sucks. Our time with Julia's cut short. Oh yeah, we're gonna meet again. We have to hear you sing. Alright, and we're back on the train. It's time to come back to life. Nothing like waking up from a carbon monoxide nap, eh, Squall? Oh, maybe someone released sleeping gas. People who resent seed. Yeah, we don't really appear physically hurt anywhere. So this is when they're all going to realize that they actually had a shared dream. You know, if I could do the Inception theme really well, I would, but I can't. And Squall has the best line saying, "I dreamt I was a moron." And Selphie mentions Sir Laguna, and they're going to be like, wait a minute, there was a Laguna in my dream. Laguna, Kuros, and Ward. Yeah, so Selphie has the best piece of advice. There's no way we could understand this. Let's just do our mission. Good thinking, Selphie. So Squall says, yeah, we won't worry about it right now. The next time I see the headmaster, I'll report it to him. And lucky for us, the train has stopped moving, and we are at Timber. I really do like the trains in this game, I will say. We only get to ride them a few times, but I don't know, the layout of the train tracks and whatnot, it's kind of cool. Alright, so we've pulled in at Timber Station. So the doors will close, the train will depart. And as soon as I have control of the characters, this is your contact here. He's the one that you're going to talk to, and he says, oh, the forests of Timber have changed. So the owls are still around is what you're supposed to answer. But if you answer something else and you say, the moguls are still here, he'll say, what are you talking about, sir? And run away. He says, in the forest they are out. Oh, wait a minute. So he'll run away, realizing he screwed up and possibly giving the password away. So we'll follow him. And keep it coming, keep it going. Oh, look out! So no, doesn't hit him. Almost does. Yeah. Yeah, you might not want to stand in front of the train as it's coming. Is that like supposed to be someone's heart rate? And he'll say, ugh, they said the wrong password, sir. Just call him over, so it doesn't even matter if you forget the password. I usually don't tell them the password just because of this scene. Oh, this resistance group doesn't really seem to have everything all together. So, this dude says, please excuse us, come this way. And we'll just run over that guy laying there, who we'll find out his name in just a minute. And we get another slightly funny scene as the four of us get on the train. Don't leave me, sir! Alright, so this is Zone. The other guy there is Watts. So Zone's going to try to shake Squall's hand. And Squall's going to give him the treatment he gave Zell back at the party. Apparently he's the leader of the Forest Owls, this resistance group. So Zone will shake Selphie's hand. And then Zell's going to get his hand nice and ready to be shooken. And he's getting left hanging like Tom Brady looking for a high five. So that other guy is Watts, and they're two of the main members of the Forest Owls. Huh, Princess, huh? Let me guess, the princess hates being woken up from nap time. Last room up those stairs. Squall's like, oh, dude, I'm not a gopher. I can't believe Zone is the leader. He's such a pussy. As you'll find out next episode. Or right now. Basically, anytime anything unpleasant happens, he acts like his stomach hurts. Ugh, whatever. But before we wake the princess, which we'll do next episode, what we want to do is we want to head here. We're going to save our game. But before we save, I'm actually going to re-equip Zella and Selphie with their Guardian Forces. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, I've reset my Guardian Forces and my Junction system. The only difference is I gave Selphie Quake on her attack because I believe the upcoming boss is susceptible to Earth Magic. Squall and Zell are so powerful, they don't need anything yet on their elemental attack because they do so much damage with just a regular attack. Okay, so we save here. And what we want to do now is important for the Queen of Cards quest. So basically, we're playing in Timber, or we're in Timber right now, and we're carrying Balaam's rules. So if we try to play cards, Watts will ask, do you want to mix rules? And we're going to say yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this screen. You can see that Timber uses the same rule, and I'll go over the same rule when I play a game of cards. But I want to spread the open rule to Timber, because that'll help me later abolishing the horrible random rule from the town of Delet. So when you go ahead and you mix rules and you get to the screen and you quit, one of three things can happen. Number one, a rule will spread, in this case open, which is what I want to happen. I want to spread open. You could abolish the same rule, or nothing will happen, so we'll quit and we'll see what happened. Okay, the open rule has spread throughout the region. That's what I want. If the same rule abolishes, reset your game and play until the open rule spreads. That is what you want. And because we already mixed the rules, now we can go ahead and we can play a card game. I don't want the one trading rule. Why do I not have difference? Oh, really? Am I really going to have to do this? Alright. Well, we're just going to have to play with the one rule. I'll have to get the Queen of Cards to fix that later. And we're going to use our standard cards here because Watts isn't playing the rare card. I'll be back when he plays it. Okay, there we go. Watts has a rare card, the Angelo card. So I will play... I'll play Cypher. I'm not going to take the card. I'll just keep it. Okay, so the same rule. So you can see how Angelo has a 6 on his right, and then, like the Turtipod has a 7 on his left. If he also had like a 7 on his right, and I played the Zell card here, it would trigger a same combo, basically, and it would flip every card. If the Turtipod had a 6 on his right, that would happen, because the 6 and the 7 match, and then the 6 and the 7 would match. Because the Turtipod just has a 3, it doesn't match up. Getting a same to match is really, really rare. I mean, it can happen. Don't expect it to happen too much. And eventually we're going to be abolishing same from here anywhere. And the one card I want is Angelo. We will meet up with Angelo next episode. And actually, if you want to go ahead, you can go ahead and card mod Angelo for 100 elixirs. And in case you forgot what elixirs do, they completely heal one member of your party. So that's it for this episode. Thanks guys for watching. Next episode, we're going to meet the princess. We're actually going to take part in a mission with the Forest Owls and get deeper into the game. Ask me any questions that you have. If you like the video, smash the thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time.